Before his untimely passing in 2015, Roddy Piper had rapped and was anticipating the release of his comic book, Roddy Piper Monster Killer. Hi, my name is Pablo and I recommend comics. Let me just preface this by saying that Roddy Piper is one of my favorite wrestlers, easily top 5 and favorite pro wrestlers of all time. But when I first saw the solicitation for this comic, I couldn't help but think hokey. Nonetheless, I was going to read it because it's Roddy Piper. And then I read the book and it was fine, but it was exactly what you'd expect, a little hokey. Let me read you the synopsis of the book. Get the real scoop about Rod's life and the way he's been secretly saving humanity for the past 30 years. Wrestling gave him the cover. Rod's real job wasn't something he chose. It was something that was handed down to him, and now it's time for Rod to pass it along to his son, Colt, who thinks Rod abandoned him and who wants nothing to do with him. And after reading the comic, I learned that Roddy actually has a son named Colt, who is a character in this book. And then I started to think a little bit deeper about it. Now, I don't know all the details about the relationship between Roddy Piper and his son Colt, but one could speculate that in Piper's line of work, he traveled a lot. And that sort of travel could put a strain on a father and growing son relationship. It's no secret that Roddy Piper took a very practical approach when navigating his career. Let me read you a quote from Colt that he did on the Rocking You All Night podcast in 2019. Dad didn't get into wrestling for the fame. He did it simply for the money, to feed his family. So I can't help but think, was I being really cynical whenever I saw this comic book and I thought, hokey, grindhouse, cash grab, maybe actually this is kind of sweet. This may have been Roddy Piper's big fish moment, if you will. One last spun yarn from a father to his son. Rest in peace, Hot Rod. Check out Roddy Piper Monster Killer. Find it at your local comic shop. Give it a read and let me know what you think in the comments below.